One of the main advantages of organizing data and information in a structured environment is that you can then query your knowledge base on this structure. When you click on the Advanced Search tool, the query interface will appear. On the left side, you'll find all the query blocks you'll need to build your queries. Let's go and explore how we can use the interface to build queries. We'll start with a simple query. We'll ask the system to return all nodes containing Trump in the title. So we pick up the find node block. Then we take the with name. Here we'll configure using containing. So in will return an exact match, containing will return a fuzzy match. So if Trump is contained in the node name, it will be returned. So here is a simple search. We can run the display. And we can see that in my case, I've got a few individual entities, event, and item node related. Going back to the advanced search panel, we can elaborate the query and add a subclause, like only return individual with Trump in the name. So here we'll add a and or connector, set it on n, then we'll take a with type and set this to individual. So here the system will return only nodes that have Trumps in the name and that are also of type individual. So if the nodes are already on the canvas, as is currently the case, they will the matching nodes will flash when I run the query. So here we can see the two nodes flashing because they were within the canvas. Obviously, if nothing was on the canvas, then the two nodes matching the query would be displayed. Another simple query would be to ask for all individual nodes. So here we can just swap the modules around, remove this from the canvas, and run it. So at the moment, because my search in project only has been is not toggled, this will return all individual nodes I've got in my system. And here we are. So we can see we've got quite a few nodes. If we open the summary panel, we'll see that we have 349 individual nodes currently displayed on our canvas. Now, if I switch the search in this project only, remove all the nodes, and rerun the query, this time we can see that we have less individuals. And yes, the summary confirmed that we only have 157 nodes currently visualized. So this is a way of filtering to only the nodes that you're interested in a particular project. Another way of filtering your data is to use subclauses. So here typically we're looking for all individual, but then I can add a property filters block, select the property on which I want to filter the information. So here, for instance, we could say gender. Note that because gender has been encoded in the ontological editors with a set list of values, those values are available in the query tool. So now I can say, okay, only show me individual which have gender male set. At the moment, the system would exclude any nodes for which the field hasn't been populated, but of course we can switch this to include, and this will also return nodes that are either male or empty. But right now we'll just focus on the male. And here we can see all the nodes for which I've got gender information being male captured. We can further enhance our query by adding another subclause. So here, by clicking this button and dragging a new item in my query, I can add a new value here. And here we'll set this to female. So when you add multiple values with this bottom, by default the system will treat them as an OR connection. So effectively what the system will do is look for any individual node which has the gender field either populated with female or male. And here is the result. Now, we can even further complexify our query by adding another subclause. So here, if I bring the AND/OR connector, stick it here, I can add another property. So here, for instance, we could set type, add a politician or media personality. And here, because we have an AND connectors, it will return only the individual nodes that match both subqueries. So they have both to have the gender field with either male or female, and they have to have the type field with either politician or media personality. And here we see a few nodes flashing. And if I remove everything and rerun the query, that's going to zero in on exactly the nodes matching this query. So in short, your advanced queries give you a lot of flexibilities in how you can query various nodes. In the next video, we will see how you can combine those queries on nodes with queries on connection to return more insightful knowledge.